Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here, and welcome back to Union Cross. So, just got off work about, I would say, almost half an hour ago. So, it's been a long day, really tired, but I did want to post this out before the holidays came in because tomorrow I do work again, and then it's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So, I'm not sure if I'll be doing anything. There might be a stream tomorrow. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Depends how busy I get, but right now we want to do the damage contest. Well, I want to do it with you guys. I'm going to be doing one on my free-to-play account and one on my main account. Now, it's not so much of a guide, it's more of me just doing my first run-throughs of this, and then the more I learn out of it, I'll let you guys know. But it's pretty straightforward. It's just get your best setup possible and just go ham. So, obviously, I really think that the best medals are going to be here are like the King Mickey EX, KR13, anything AoE, the new Riku, the new Sora. What else? The foretellers, obviously, because they're going to be just dominating everything with their buffs and everything. But we'll see. This is going to be my free-to-play account. We're going to do my free-to-play first, and then we're going to do my main account. Now, again, it's not really a free-to-play guide. This is just me doing my first run-throughs. So my setup is probably like my best setup I can make on my free-to-play account. And we'll see if it is, but this is going to be my first one. Everything here is basically straightforward. Everything has attack boost on it except for Final Form Sora. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him yet because the mirrors I have left are going to go towards Genie. But if I can make like top 1000 by guilting this, then I can guilt it, use the metal, the Mickey and Brooms on this to get more Mickey and Brooms that I can use on my Genie. So it all depends, because I know AoE is going to be a lot better than this. There's multiple of the little mushroom guys, but we're going to see if this is enough. The only issue is that my HD Xion has extra attack, so I don't know if that's going to turn out too good, but I'm going to try it out with you guys anyways. Never mind, this is going to be totally fine with extra attack because I'm copying a foreteller, and the foreteller ignores the enemy's counters. So we're going to have those extra attacks to go into there. So if I do that and I got the extra attack, I'll ignore at least 2 counters, which lets me do my buff, and it lets me cast 1 Riku. But it's not on the powerful slot, it's on the second slot, only doing 42,000 a hit, which is still pretty good. Wow, man, look at that HP though. That HP is ridiculous. I'm using this medal just to copy another upright buff, hoping that this next medals will do a lot more damage. Sora's doing 24,000 per hit. Not the greatest, but at least it's nothing. This is going to be 3 hits. Was that a million? 737,000. Yeah, that was a million damage, a million something. So this one should be like 2 million then. 2,154,000, and we got 2 more hits to go through. We're going to die here though, and come back to life and waste Asuna. So I don't know how good this is going to be, but I do have a poison resist on me, I think, somewhere. But first enemy, 7 million. Let's see what the next group is going to give us. I'm not totally confident with this right now that I think about it, just because Asuna already kicked in. Oh wait, it cures my status ailments 1 per group. Okay, so this should be okay. This should be okay. I'm not going to hit 25 million, that's for sure. I just want to do a first try on both my accounts, but that's looking pretty good so far. I'm at 12. 12 is pretty good. And here's where I'm going to ignore them. Okay, so this is where I'm not going to do as much damage as the last room. Yeah, there's the big difference right there. But that is pretty good. That is pretty good. That is almost 25 million there. Oh, am I reading this wrong? Oh, that's 2,492,000. Oh man, we are so far off. I thought that was 25 million for a second. I'm a scrub and a half. Okay, so that's 2,776,000. What are we gonna do? What do we even do? This one is made for Kairi EX and Xion EX. They're pushing us to do this. They are pushing us so hard to pull for Xion and Kairi. It's just Mickey and Brooms. You know what? I can do without on my free-to-play account. It's totally fine. I'll definitely try to find a better setup, but yeah, that is brutal. Plays 15,473rd, and I don't think I'm going to get any rewards off that. So I definitely have to guilt some medals. I definitely have to do something else. I don't know if foretellers are the best choice for me. I might be better for me to go in there and copy a Mickey. Alright, this is my main account. Before we start this off, actually on my main account, I'm going to guilt... Not guilt, I'm gonna actually, yeah, guilt, re-guilt, and retrade a couple medals. First off, Larxene, which has 40% poison. Hopefully I get another one, just because of this event, but at the same time, I do hope I get a better trait, like a plus 1000 or negative 60. So we're going to do a couple traits and guilt, and then we're going to go for this high score. So this is just to get another trait off it. Hopefully something comes off it really good. Let's see what I'm going to get here. If I get another poison, this is pretty straightforward. Damage and raids. I swear, I hate this game. I hate this game for the traits of raid damage. I don't Lux farm. I'm sorry, I don't Lux farm, so every time I get raid damage, it just... Ugh. Anyways, my Sora does have extra attack, which is going to be okay because all the Kyrie X is going off and everything. But I'm hoping for right here, again, for a really good trait. And if a bad trait shows up, I hope it's poison resist. So, here we go. This will try to get a better guilt. I don't really care about the guilt campaign. I got tons of mirrors. But if I get a nice guilt, like an extra whatever, it's at 155 right now, I won't complain. 175, alright. That saves me 20 mirrors, and now the trait. Are you serious? I honestly wanted to like replace raid damage with this, but I'm not going to. But that's how much I hate raid damage. I would put another paralysis resist on there. Paralysis resist wasn't the worst one. So, that's totally fine. I'm going to put some mirrors on here because I got tons of those mirrors. And we're okay. I can pretty much guilt whatever I want right now on this account. I got 17 Mickey and Brooms. And also that means I don't really need this event. But I'm probably going to need these magic brooms for something later on down the line. So having extra Mickey and Brooms is going to be a solid on this account. I am getting close to running out of mirrors because I have a bunch of medals I do want to use mirrors on very soon. And I'm just waiting for that damn guilty campaign that apparently was verified on a Reddit page saying that we're going to get a guilty campaign very, very soon. So it's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm doing it for the video anyways. And the last one here is this bad boy. So Zexion is my last one, and we're going to go into this. Now, I'm not really using Zexion for this, but let's see what trait I get out of this. That's all I'm getting out of it. I'm not getting a guilt. I'm getting a trait out of this. Extra attack? Aerial negative 60. Why? It could have been on the Sora, but you know what? It's good. I'm not complaining that it's bad. I'm just saying, why couldn't the other ones be as good as that? So, obviously, guilting your Kyrie X is going to be good for this damage contest, but guilting your Kyrie X for high score challenges won't be as good, and that's for the high score challenges that you don't pull all percentage medals. If you pull all percentage medals, it's usually better to use all percentage medals, but majority of the time, if you don't pull a lot and you only have certain percentage, it's better to keep your buff medals as low as possible, not level at 100 out of 100. So anyways, with that being said, I got my Keyblade setup done already. Let's jump into this damage contest and see if my main account can get through this. I'm thinking of doing a setup where poison resist doesn't kill me and I can do multiple turns as much as I want. I am going to go with the foreteller again because the foreteller is going to be really good for this. Just so I skip all those turns, those counters. And I think it's going to be better if I can actually use a setup like poison resist, a defense boost max with everything else going on. I don't even need that chest. You guys will see what I mean in a second. So basically everything here is guilted except for my Kyrie. This Kyrie right here. So she's not going to do as much damage as that nominee, but if she was guilted, there would be damage coming out. But like that, 1,254,000. So far we're at that. This is not too great because it's off the wrong slot. As you guys see, this is going to do a lot more damage. And we're still at 8 counters. So that's what I mean. I feel like I can kill these enemies if I can survive their hits. So I'm going to see what it takes to survive their hits later. Look at that 4 million damage. And this one's boosted. Let's see what this one does. That 4,713,000. We are 1,732,000 just off the first guy. I don't know if there's a way to survive that hit. But we also have second chance on here. The only thing is we got to survive a poison. So I need poison resist to at least do 2 turns of this. So technically, I probably don't have to use a foreteller now that I'm looking at it. The foreteller is not that big of a deal. I can probably get away with using like the King Mickey EX or something like that. Because my Kyrie X raises little counters high enough that we don't need foretellers to skip them. But the foreteller single hit right now is pretty decent, but it's not doing that much of damage. Because judging by this, let's say in the next room, like this right here, I have a second chance that's going to activate, but no way to get rid of that poison. So that's the only issue. So that kills me right there. I'm going to figure out something, come right back. Alright, so a couple things. I'm actually going to put attack boost 5 max on my Sora and my Riku. Plus, I'm going to put this up and guilt him. Now, This is totally fine. I'm guilting a medal to get more guilting medals. I mean, to get more Mickey brooms, which makes sense as long as I make like a good score to get these Mickey brooms back. But again, like I said in the beginning, I got tons of these. But here we go. My boosted Riku is about to get guilted. Hopefully it turns out to be a good guilt, and I'll have to use a bunch of mirrors again, but it's totally cool if I have to. I got tons of them stored away. But please be near 200% or 200. Oh, okay. I'll be back once I feed this guy 56 mirrors. Alright, last mirror, and there you go. 200%, just gotta make him 100 out of 100, and we're good to go. Plus, I need chips on him, too. Chips as well. Okay, so after doing chips, and we're gonna fully level him up to get the most damage out of this guy, we're gonna make another Keyblade setup, and then we're gonna go back in. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, so this is my new setup. Hopefully this works out. 2 Kairi buffs. I got the poison resist on here, so I can't survive too many turns, and that's why I am using the foreteller. So the foreteller's gonna skip 1. Kairi's gonna add 2 while skipping 2. So we'll see how this one turns out. This should be a lot better. We're gonna go up to 9 here. I only have 1 medal of extra attack on it, and that's my final form Sora. So this should turn out pretty decent. Like, we're already getting 60,000 damage off that. Was that 60,000 or 601,000? I think that was 601,000. So, not bad. Definitely that HD Shion is not super strong either, though. So, it looks like we might be going 1,500 bars on the first turn. I might be able to one-turn this guy if I make a better setup. Again, it's going to be my first try, first impression. That wasn't that strong either. I don't know what to do. Okay, poison resist didn't click in, but we have our first HP recovery and Asuna, and this is where we're going to raise them again. So next turn, we should be able to either, I think we should be able to take off his counters. Let me count this out, because we're going to hit him at 4, and then my Sora's going to give him 2. So right now, this Sora, well, regardless, I have to hit all these medals, so it doesn't really matter. I can't really count it. It's not like I could stop myself here. Oh, I'm running out of SP though. Oh man, I ran out of SP. Look at that. So I missed a Larxene buff. That puts him down to 1 hit. No poison, because of poison resist. So this looks pretty good, but we're a little screwed on our SP. Because I have attack boost 5 maxes instead of like SP gauges on medals like this. So this is probably going to screw me up big time right here. It's my last attack, so it doesn't really matter. But then I'm not going to have enough SP for the next room. If I had enough SP, I think I could take this guy down. I probably could take this guy down if I had the proper amount of SP. Ooh, I wonder. Wunderbar. Okay, so he's going to get hit here for his first full attack, which is fine. First guy down at 5 million. The issue here is our SP. So we're having a big SP issue. I already have my attack boost 5 maxes on everything. It's not like I can really change all this. Because I think it's because of double cast Sora. The double cast Sora is what's causing my SP issues. But let's try this out anyways. This is going to give me up to 17 right here. So the first round is going to be totally fine. There's no guarantee my poison resist is going to kick in. But I think I have the right setup to fully nuke these guys if I do this right. I think I have to use a different pet medal. I probably have to use a different pet medal, not Larxene. Let's see what happens regardless. Okay, so we're at 10 million. 10 million's okay. 10 million's okay. And then our foreteller. So we are going to get killed here. Not get killed here. We're going to be able to do another turn. So we're looking pretty good. 12 million. I'm not sure about 25 million, but we're looking pretty good. So Asuna and all that is going to kick in. We are going to get our multi-turns again, which is totally fine. 14 SP right there. I got the SP gauge on him. I could see a couple things I could change around for extra damage. Maybe, like I said, I can even probably fully kill these guys. Because I'm going from 5,000 HP to 29, right? So right here is where I lose the Larxene buff. And the Larxene buff is probably a lot better for me to do than what I just did. So that's going to bring us down, and we're going to have another turn if Poison Resist kicks in. So hopefully Poison Resist kicks in. We got that going for us right there. We're going to get hit. No poison? Oh, we definitely got hit by poison. But 18,102,000. Definitely not 25 million yet, but I think if I switch around that Lark scene for something else, I can do this. I definitely I should have put an SP gauge on my my sword now that I look at it, and not the attack boost 5 max. I screwed up there. But can't do anything about that now. I'm going to try a different setup. But for now, that puts me in top 1,000. I'm a little safe. I think I can make a setup that kills these guys. I don't know. We're going to find out in the next one. For now, this is my first, just my first tries, just to get a use at the high score challenge and see what's going on. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much the whole thing. Tomorrow, I might stream around 1 a.m. my time, so which is like 2 hours before the update. That usually happens on the normal days. But again, it is the holidays. I will be with family. I will be very busy, so I don't know. I work tomorrow. I get off at that time, so there might be a stream, there might be a video. For now, that is pretty much what I want to do on my main account and my free-to-play account, just to look at it, try it out first, and then I'll show you guys my final scores and what I did to get that. I think I can hit 25 million or even more than 25 million on my main account. My free-to-play account, I might be able to hit 5 million, but it's going to cost me a lot of resources. And again, it's only for Fantasia Mickey Bees, which it's nice to have, but it's not worth spending all my jewels for. I'd rather just wait till, I don't know, anything else to spend my jewels and get not Fantasia Mickey Bees, but like magic brooms, while I buy avatar boards here and there, getting good skills, all that. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, guys, I hope you guys are done your Christmas shopping. I hope everything's ready for the holidays. You're visiting family. I wish you guys all a Merry Christmas if I don't see you. Happy holidays. All that good stuff. I got so much to do still. I'm super busy, but I'll try to get a stream up or a video up tomorrow. I doubt it, but I will try my best. If I don't see you guys, once again, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Love all you guys. I'm so thankful for being in this community. You guys have been absolutely amazing to me, and I hope I can continue being something in this community and helping as much as I can in any way possible. But yeah, that's it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.